So for question number 10, it says, which is a factor? So we're going to look down our answer choices and try to match one with a factor. So we're just going to factor this anyway. I'm actually, in all of these, I pretty much do zero product property if I'm asked for a factor. I'm going to solve all of these as well. Here we have 2n squared minus 5n minus 42. First, I'm going to look for a GCF. There isn't a GCF. 2 times negative 42 is a negative 84. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 84 but add up to negative 5. By adding up to negative 5, that means those numbers have to be relatively close together. I'm going to go to my y equals and clear out everything that I did there. And I'm going to type in 84 divided by x into the calculator, and then I'm going to go to my table to find all of the factors. Because I know I'm going to try to get it to add up to negative 5, I know the numbers have to be relatively close together. So here, 6 and 14, no, 7 and 12. 7 and 12 works. So 7 and 12, it's going to be a positive 7 and negative 12 that will give me that negative 5. So I'm going to come over here, 2n squared minus 12n plus 7n minus 42. The reason I chose that order is because 2 and 12 will go together nicely and 7 and 42 will go together nicely. Because when I do the grouping and I group these together, the GCF of this one's 7, the GCF of this one is 2n. So here I get 2n times the quantity of n minus 6 plus 7 times the quantity of n minus 6. Right here, I know that I'm doing it right. And I also get 2n plus 7 times n minus 6. So now they're all grouped up. I have n minus 6 is one of them. Here I have 2n minus 7, which is really close, 2n minus 6, which is close. And so all three of these other options that are wrong are really close and meant to really mess with your heads and mess you up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do n minus 6 equals 0. I'm going to solve, add 6 to both sides, and I get n equals 6. If I go to my home screen and I'm going to store 6 for n, so 6 store n alpha, where are we at? The log button there. 6 store n, or x, you could do x, and type in the original, I should get 0. So 2n squared minus 5n minus 42, I hit enter, and I get 0. If I solved any of these for 0, in fact, some kids could probably do the problem like this, is solve each of those for 0 and see which one works. But if I solved any of these for 0, none of these should work. The only two that should work are n equals 6 and n equals negative 7 halves when you solve that one. So that's how to do it, and check with the calculator.